Hello everybody, it is me, Dude. Welcome back to another video, and I decided to make a showcase for Buu tanks and Buuhan, Buu tanks transforming into Buuhan, on Cooler's team, as, paired up with this guy, who is going to share most, if not all links, no, not all links. If we get him in the Buuhan form, he will share everything but legendary power, which is pretty damn amazing if you ask me. I have him with one dupe, some good equipment, and this is my current Buu tanks. He is not level 150, but that shouldn't make much of a difference. He is at 69%. I gave him all additionals, obviously, as you should do. He has type attack boost and level 3 defense. Haven't exactly been getting lucky with the Whis event, so I don't have many good equipment pieces saved for him. You obviously want to go all additional. I would say give him a 500 attack as well. The level 2 additional bronze won't exactly be too great for this guy because he really doesn't need additionals as much, so just giving him more damage should work out. Alright, so we got the little problem with this team, and why I don't really think people would like to run this team is because you would already want to run the Cooler duo and the Fusion duo as a rotation, so there really isn't much of a reason to run these guys as a rotation, right? So we're going to just float this guy off so that we can then float Vegito off. Okay, we're gonna do that because these guys do need a little bit more stacking, do need a little bit more work put into themselves, the blue fusions. Especially Gogeta more so than Vegito, so that's how we're going to get our rotations in place. And the very cool thing about this team is that we will, once we establish our rotations, we will permanently have support on the rotation, which is going to massively help us show some very, very nice damage. And let's be honest, Cooler and Buu do work fairly well together. They do have big bad bosses, they do have fierce battle, they do have, they do share a few of the more important links that you need, and just the support and everything will be incredibly good. Odds are we're not going to transform with Cooler either until really late in the battle or just not at all. So yeah, we're going to float you off, and we're just going to give Cooler the last hit and just go for same type orbs. We don't have Super Vegito on this team. I did make a showcase with both of them on the team. It will be in the cards right about now, and it should also be in the end cards at the end of this video. So don't even worry about the card. If you want to click it, fine, but you can just wait until the end of the video and you'll be able to go straight to the next video. We'd like to keep Cooler on rotation as well because Metal Cooler right here does offer more to extreme types, I think. Is it extreme types? I think it's extreme types. So he's going to be very good with the Buuhan. I would like a nice rotation that has the Buuhan and the transforming Buu, hopefully in the Buuhan state, as well as the Metal Cooler. That would be a very, very nice rotation, and we will hopefully be able to get some interesting numbers out of these guys. We won't exactly have trouble in this event because, of course, Cooler will be very nice. Our supports can sometimes get beat up, but I guess the two Buus healing up so much from their passives and from the links they share will be going to be incredibly important for this run. I'm going to make sure we get a few turns of Buu in this state right here because him stacking will be very nice, and a lot of people will keep him in this stacking form for longer, which also will let us get some more interesting numbers from him once we do, in fact, transform him. So we got here first time, 3.3 million, not bad, on an 18-key super. He does have additionals via passive and via hidden potential, so he's going to be incredibly good. And he also gets additionals via the free hidden potential, because he's a physical unit. I do like that this guy's a physical and he wants additional, and the Super Vegito is an STR and he wants crits because those free potential nodes that give you 5, aka 10% chance of these bonuses are very good for these units because they do want to do those exact things as stacking unit and counter unit respectively. And yeah, of course, one rotation that you just can't take this duo off of the cooler team, because having both Blue Fusions together with support is just way too fun not to do. 4.2 million, there we go. His first ever attack stat is a 4.2 million attack stat. It is a 24 key, which is fairly easy to do with Gogeta early on. It is going to be incredibly easy to do with Vegito as well, but maybe later on. Vegito here has 19 key, and he's going to give us a 3.8 million. My guy right here has more dupes, other than the Gogeta, who's actually at 55%, so I would like more stuff from him, but of course, the almost 3 million additional does add to his damage and make him the better unit. I mean, it is a 90% unit versus a 55% unit, so we're not even going to try to compare the two. We're just going to see what works. And yep, we got Buuhan. I was just afraid we would get beat up a little bit randomly throughout the fight, and we would just get Bootanks or Buikolo and just screw over the rotation. Because, yeah, this guy gets every single one of his Link, including Big Bad Bosses, once we level it up or we take damage. And he gets everything except for Legendary Power. And I'm pretty sure once he transforms, he will get everything except for Legendary Power, except he will also get Big Bad Bosses, which should trigger, because it is the Legendary Goku event. We're going to take some damage. I'm obviously going to give these guys Link level 10 showcases once that does happen, but I'm not exactly in a rush to do that. There are other YouTubers that will do that. 3.7, very good. As I said, Ken Super 3 times. There are other YouTubers that will do that, and I really just want to do some interesting teams or interesting situations for these units that other YouTubers will not tend to do, because that makes me feel like I actually have a place, you know, instead of just repeating the videos that other people do, except maybe less quality. I don't know, I think less quality. Like, you know, the big boys, like Truth and, I was right about to say Nano, but Nano isn't as much of a Dokkan tuber as he is just a Dragon Ball tuber, but either way, the big boys do get better videos out than me. I am in the middle of, you know, my goal overall as a channel right now is to keep improving my content. So if you guys have feedback on anything, just drop it in the comments, and I do read every single comment, because it's not that rough right now. The channel has just started, so the comments aren't exactly being flooded. Make that happen, I don't know. I didn't look at what Gogeta was doing, but he probably was going crazy. I'm just using him first in slot 1, so that he gets the stacks and doesn't bother us later. Let's see what his defense is at. I will eventually want to end this video. I probably won't do the entire run, so let's just use his active skill, get him this turn and one more turn, and we will see what he is capable of. Hopefully he can pull off some pretty cool numbers. I would probably like the Int Metal Cooler on this rotation right here. Is he going to be here next? We will see next turn. If he's not there next turn, he will be here the next time we see these guys. So that's going to be very, very nice. I will have to put this guy in slot 1 right here. Doesn't really matter. We will get beat up a little bit, which is very nice, because we will trigger Big Bad Bosses. I can't say Big Bad Bosses properly without, like, really thinking it in my head. We do need to be below 80% HP, but I think his Link is leveled up enough to the point where it like could be 90%-ish, and we would still get it. I mean, that's like the one Link that's a big difference between level 9 and level 10, because level 9 will give you Big Bad Bosses at 98% HP or lower, which means that turn 1 you won't have it. Like, Big Bad Bosses is the one Link that really benefits from level 10, because you'll just straight up get it turn 1 instead of having to take that attack first. And with like 600,000 HP, taking 2% damage is not realistic even if you have your unit in slot 1, because it's going to be taking double digits, which won't suffice. I mean, you know, if level 9 was like 99.99% HP or less, yeah, that would have been fine. Okay, yeah, who cares? Let's just fire these active skills. You don't really see them too often, so let's just put them in the video. Why not? And next turn, we're going to see what Buuhan tends to do, and hopefully we get a 24-key super so that we can end this nicely and get an additional 12-key, so that, again, we can end this nicely. Okay, you're going to be super effective against soul types. I'm not trying to cheese the passives into, you know, activating the entire passive, because we sure as hell don't need to. Even if these guys don't finish with their active skills, they're for sure going to finish with their super attacks. Like, God Goku here does not stand a chance either way, even if we do not try to do the special kind of gimmick. Okay, 5 million damage. I mean, let's be honest, these active skills, I really wish you could see attack stats for them, but they're probably very high. That was probably like a 3 million attack stat, right? Okay, let's see what we can get here. That's not exactly great, but it should be close to a 24 key super. Is it? Ooh, it's actually a 24 key super, and it's a Dokkan attack. Very nice. We're not going to heal in time, and your Big Bad Bosses is active. Very, very, very good. Let's just launch a defensive item, so that we're not screwed over by some random super attack or God knows what. We've got support on the rotation, we've got good links, we've got everything active except for legendary power. On this team, there isn't much to do to get legendary power except for, I don't know, replace... Maybe use, no idea. If we ever get, like... nah. You guys tell me, maybe we can get legendary power on this rotation somehow with some support. Is there, like, an LR support that would fit here? I have no idea. But either way, this is going to be a very good-looking turn, as well as a good end to this video. Hopefully. We're going to get some jaw-dropping stuff, and let's see what Buuhan can do. 5 million. He broke 5 million at 69%. Very, very nice. Additional by default. Additional by hidden potential. More than usual. There we go with the additional normal. And with an additional super for 3 million, the additional normal was 1 million. So an overall attack stat of 9 million. Could have been like 12 if he super attacked 3 times. Very, very impressive. Absolutely. I will give Buuhan that. I still don't know where I place him. I know I place Super Vegito as the best unit in the game, but I'm not sure where I place Buuhan. He's definitely up there. He's better than the Blue Bros or the Beyond Blue, whatever you guys call that duo. But I'm not sure if he's better than these Blue Fusions. I honestly have no idea. Like, the Blue Fusions can also pull off like a 12 million, and like they can probably pull off higher. Like, I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments who you think is better out of these out of this duo or Buuhan. See you guys in the next video. Peace.